Good morning, you guys. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic, restful day. I am on the way to the ATM per usual. But I came here because I had just finished a tarot reading for the collective for the week. Lovely, lovely energy headed our way, okay? Going into Taurus season. I know it's technically Aries season, but I'm a Taurus, so you know it's Taurus season all my life. But yeah, one of my students brought to my attention that apparently there's some white woman talking about me on the FinDom talks, I guess for clicks or views or something like that, because clearly they have nothing better to do or they have nothing else valuable to say, and people clearly don't pay attention to them unless they're talking about other people who are doing things. But they were saying, like, apparently she was talking about me in some type of way, which I'm not concerned about because, again, people are going to talk about you to the day you die. But, again, like I said, when you don't actually have anything valuable to say yourself and people don't pay attention to the things that you say because they don't deem it as valuable, of course you have to resort to talking about other people, right? So I'm not tripping off the fact that, you know, another small, very, very small creator is trying to use my name to come up, so to speak, as a little, you know, amateur FinDom mentor. But my point goes to show with that as well as the person who started mentoring in the FinDom community to begin with. Like, the whole trend of being a FinDom mentor is something that I created as the first and owner of the largest organization in the community for financial dominatrices. So, of course, as I continue to grow and my reach continues to grow, we're already worldwide and international. We have been for the last 8 years. But as that continues to grow and I continue to get more and more followers, thank you guys so much for the 24,000 followers, by the way, people are going to talk about me. People are going to try to create little think pieces that aren't really think pieces at all, if you actually have common sense. But people are going to talk about me. People are going to try to create little think pieces about, you know, the work that I do, the fact that I am pro-black and 100% pro-black. I'm 10 toes on that, not going to change my mind. People are going to say, she got an attitude because they tried to crack slip with me in the comments and I wasn't a bitch and I gave that energy right back to them times 10 and they didn't like it or couldn't handle it. People are always going to find something to say about me when they can't get into my organization, when they can't get into my clubs, my spaces, when they actually can't touch my energy specifically. And what you'll need to know as an entrepreneur is this comes with the territory, right? People are so critical of Beyonce on this app all day long, for example, right? Beyonce could have a fabulous concert, the most luxurious outfits, the most beautiful hair, sing like all of the songs and do a fantastic show, and people will always still come on the internet and be like, I didn't like this outfit. Her hair, she should have did a side part. Why she sing that song? She should have did that song. People who have nothing better to do with their lives, people who have nothing going on, will always flock to those who actually are willing, bold, and capable of accomplishing something, trying something, and doing something. That's just how the world works. People go after those types of people because, again, normally people don't pay attention to what that person clearly has to say. So in order for them to get attention, in order for them to feel important, they talk about other people who actually do get attention, other people who actually are important because, again, people pay attention to them. So I don't know who this creator is. I saw them just kind of in brief passing on my page a few weeks ago. I think her name is Violatrix or something like that, and I actually blocked her after seeing that she had, like, in the middle of the night was saving, like, multiple of my posts. She wasn't liking things or commenting things. She had never engaged with me before. I've never heard of her in the industry at all as a fellow, veteran or colleague, so to speak. So I have no idea who this person is. But in my 8 years of being in this industry, I have no idea who this person is. I don't, their credentials, if they claim to have them, I have never heard of them. And as someone who is very tapped into the community and very tapped into the educational and mental mentoring part of the FinDom community, I don't know who this person is. But what I do know is that my name gets people into doors. What I do know is that my name rings bells. I do know that my name goes viral. I do know that my name is what separates some girls from being zeros, nobodies at the bottom of the barrel in financial domination, to using my name, attaching themselves to me, attaching themselves to my community in positive ways, as my students, of course, and getting them subs, getting them magazine deals, getting them on podcasts, getting them buku money. So am I mad or surprised that someone with zero real credentials was saving all of my posts in the middle of the night several weeks ago to probably recreate some content for ideas so that she could scam other girls? No, because people who are intellectual and smart will see through that kind of stuff. And am I mad that some random white girl who clearly could never be a part of our organization, even if she tried to on her best day, is trying to use my name on TikTok for clicks and views? No, because as I continue to get bigger and my reach again continues to expand, lots of girls are going to try to do that. It's up to the consumer, however, you, the viewer, to be intellectual, to use your discernment and, tell when someone is full of shit or not, and it's really easy to pick up on. It really is, because